Alright, what's up guys? Today we're taking a look at the Siege Leader class Astrotrain. We're going to start off with him in his shuttle mode. Here he is. And yeah, it's a little kibbly on the top. There's been some complaints about that, but you know, it has all the details and whatnot. It kind of looks like the pipes and that, so it kind of flows. And there's probably going to be some third-party thing that makes like a shield or something that plugs over, so whatever. So he also comes with this and a few guns that we'll take a look at later, but for right now we're going to take a look at this. We're going to open this up, unpeg it there, fold this down, straighten it out like this, and that becomes his rocket launcher pad or base or whatever. And you can also have it up like that. So, and these prongs plug into the back of the jets, just not doing that to save time. So let's go ahead and fold this back up into a box, and we'll take a look at it when we get to train mode. So there we go. And speaking of which, let's go ahead and get to that. So the first thing, you're going to untab the back. That will let this part get loose. Flip that around here. Flip these panels in. Retab that on the back, because you're going to want that held into place. Yeah, it does expose his head, but no worries, because we're going to cover that up. Put that down. Fold the wings here. And there's a little slot right there on the wings that will peg into that peg there. So bring that around and just kind of line everything up to where it slots in. We're going to want to take the legs, split them apart like this. Now I actually like this little thing. You can flip this part around like his old G1 toy used to do, but you do need to untab this stuff to get to what we need to get to. So it's got that, and there is some pieces in here that flip out. So flip out those pieces like that, and then you want to tab everything back together. Go ahead and turn them around so you see what we're doing here. Flip that out, tab that all back together like that, and that creates your front end. Alright, so next we're going to want to swing these portions around and bring that down. And it's one of those where like this piece tabs into the back of that, so it's kind of a timing thing of just bringing that down, slotting that in, and this tab here will peg into that slot. So again, it's just getting that all properly aligned and clicking in, and there you go, there's his train mode. So big train mode there. Let's take this part, can plug that into the back of the train. There we go. And there are various 5mm ports all over this guy. We got one right there, we've got a few on the tank here, so there's one right there. You should be able to get most of his guns lined up, and again we'll get into the guns in robot mode. And speaking of which, let's go ahead and get to that. So let's move that out of the way for the moment. Let's take this, bring these panels back, unfold what we did with the wings. Oh yeah, I gotta move all that back around first. There we go. That back around. And let's get that one moved back around. There we go. Okay. Then let's move the wings out of the way. Untab the legs. Untab that. Undo what we just did. Flip that in. Flip that in. These Combiner Wars style come down like so. Like that. Back here, these sections will unpeg from there and flip all the way around. Like that. And like when you're doing this, you can just push straight up, but when you're untabbing them, you need to slightly move it out a little and then pull down. Don't try to pull that whole thing down, because the feet have like this little prong right here. It tabs into there to lock the feet into place. So again, just slightly move it out and then bend down. So just something to be aware of. But all right, so again, gonna do that. This whole section will accordion down. And this is another part to keep in mind, what you're gonna wanna do. Well, let's get the arms moved out of the way first. So here, flip out that, spin it around, and flip out the wrist. So here, flip out the hand, spin it around. Okay. And he came in the box like this, and I was worried about a shoulder issue, but if you just push until you hear that click, and there you go, his arms stay in place. Okay, so the last little thing is this piece right here needs to come here first and then push down, and that locks that into place. So when you're untabbing it, push up and then out. So don't just try to push out, push up and then out. Just something to be aware of. All right, and here we go. Here is Astrotrain's robot mode. Pretty cool. Very nice. I like it. All right. Oh, and we gotta push these two waist pieces down. Sorry about that. Okay, so there we go. I'm gonna get Siege Hound, my go-to for size comparison. So hang on just a second. Okay, sorry about that. So we're gonna go with Siege Hound for size comparison. And Hound is on the smaller deluxe size, so there's something to keep in mind. Then we're gonna go with a more classic Reveal the Shield Jazz. And he's a little taller than Jazz. Alright. And we're gonna bring this back because it has another little gimmick for us to try. We got this, and then these two pieces will slide off like so, and this becomes a gun, cache, weapon, energon storage, whatever you want to call it. These pieces come down and form on the feet to give him not much, but a little height. And then that raises him up a little more. Not quite what we were used to with leader class, but it gives him a good bit of height. And in case you were wondering, Megatron and Shockwave come up to about roughly, I don't know, maybe they're roughly the same size as this guy. So just something to keep in mind. That like Megatron and Shockwave are roughly somewhere around there. But just in case you were curious. So articulation wise, we've got shoulders out to here. We've got swivels at the shoulders. We've got the double jointed elbow. We've got a bicep swivel. He does have waist articulation. That's pretty cool on a figure this size and for being a triple changer and everything. The head, I believe, is on a ball joint, but a little limited because of that. The legs can go here. They can go back all the way, but that wing's going to get in your way, so... Or, well, not all the way, but they go back a decent range. You do have a bit of a butt flap. But, like I said, that wing is going to get in your way. But that much forward, upper thigh swivel, 90 at the knee, and, of course, a good ankle rocker. Nothing back and forth unless you want to unhinge that, then you get something back and forth, so... But, alright, so I think I covered everything. Oh, I haven't covered his guns. Okay, so the guns, he comes with 4 guns, and they peg all together to form this big super gun that can be very reminiscent of his G1, and it is a little heavy for him. So, let's see if I can get him. I think that shoulder's a little loose, so let's try it on the other shoulder. Yeah, there we go. I mean, it's still a very top-heavy gun, but okay. But these guns can break apart, and you can have multiple weapons for your Astrotrain. Little rocket launcher for like the sleeve, and then you can have, some guns like this Then you can arm him up, I don't know, like on the shoulders or something. And have your Astrotrain just loaded up, ready to go. Like so. So, 5mm port there, on the forearm, right there. There's some on the wings for shuttle mode. When these panels flip up, that's a 5mm port, so you have that. So that's pretty cool. This piece right here, his like back kibble or whatever, I'm just going to show this off real quick. It can turn that around, flip it down like that, like this, and you can have it store on his back if you so choose. And I think that's just to, you know, have it to where you don't have to put it off to the side when he's in robot mode. You can have that and it's covered up in the back, but you can still have him on your shelf like that. So that's pretty cool. But love this figure. I'm so glad I have him. He's definitely my go-to Astrotrain. So thanks for watching, guys. I will see you next time.